I need my coffee. Hold on, you guys. I'm about to just jump right in. Hold on. Okay. I look like a hot mess. It's fine. This is so attractive. Okay. So, if you guys saw this morning, I asked, on this page where our LC count was for the month, considering it is now month's end, which I work good the rest of the month, but like month end, like just does something for me. It makes me feel like I'm on this like deadline where I have to get stuff done. So I love month end. It fires me up. It makes me feel like, okay, you know what? Like, how much more can I accomplish? How much more money can I get added to my paycheck next month? And like the thought of being able to, with every loyal customer, add a little bit more to my paycheck, like it does something for me, y'all. Same way this keto coffee does. Keto coffee. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I was looking through them, you guys, and I remember, I want to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be very, very honest with you guys because I think more than anything, you guys deserve it. The first year and a half of my business, I was not good at enrolling loyal customers. I wasn't. I would average like 5 to 10 maybe a month, like barely. And I always just chalked it up to like, oh, I'm just not good at enrolling loyal customers. But I was enrolling a ton of distributors. So it wasn't like, I was filling out my steps of success, which no matter what, I've always had my steps of success filled out. But I wasn't like mass enrolling loyal customers. And I would look at people who mass enrolled loyal customers and be like, how in the world do they enroll this many customers? Like, tell me how someone enrolls 20 people in 1 month with our products. Like, I didn't get it. And so for the first year and a half of my business, I was not a very good loyal customer enroller. But because I thought it was me, I was like, oh, people just don't want to buy the products from me. Like, whatever, I'll just sign a ton of distributors and, whatever. So, as I was looking through your polls, I was looking through the polls from today, where you guys were talking about how many loyal customers you guys have enrolled. And I was looking, and I remember when I would enroll, 4 loyal customers a month. I'm not saying that I've never been there. I'm not saying I'm a mass loyal customer enroller. I'm not saying that, I am on, a top enroller loyal customer Zoom every month. Like, I'm not, this is just my personal opinion and what I've seen like going on and what I've seen happening. And I've been talking to a couple of our, of my Diamond and Above sideline sisters, and they've been helping, and we've kind of been brainstorming different ways that like maybe something's not there, because I'm going to be, honest with you guys. And this is like just a little bit of tough love before I get where I'm going. If you want to go Diamond, 1 to 4 loyal customers a month is not going to cut it. It's not. And I'm so sorry if that just like broke your heart, or you feel like your heart's shattering, or you feel like, oh my gosh, Allie, I only enroll 3 loyal customers every month. Like, are you telling me I'll never go Diamond? And I'm not trying to rub anyone the wrong way. But the fact of the matter is, the amount of volume that you need, unless you have a team of people who are also filling out their steps of success every month, and I'm pretty sure that, you guys that are watching this, your team probably isn't, filling out their steps of success every month. They probably are, maybe a loyal customer here, or maybe a distributor there, or maybe you have a rock star on your team who's killing it. But I know that when I was a Ruby, and when I was, executive, or I was looking at Emerald, I remember it wasn't like my whole team, everybody I enrolled filled out their steps of success. So a lot of the, volume, if I wanted to go Diamond, was up to me. A lot of the volume that if I decided that, I want to make this $2,000 a month, it was going to be on me. And so there's no way in heck that I would have been able to go Diamond and come up with 5,000 GV in 1 month if I only enrolled 4 loyal customers. Do you get what I'm saying? I can't see any comments or what's going on, so I'll go back and read these after. But do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, and if you're someone that's enrolling, 2 or 3 loyal customers a month, then you're probably sitting there feeling like, how in the world am I ever going to go Diamond if I'm averaging 2 loyal customers a month. Do you get what I'm saying? Are we on, like, do you guys understand? I hope so, because I can't see if you can't. So that's kind of the fact of the matter, you guys. If you want to go diamond, if you want to go double and triple an ambassador, you're going to have to figure out, how to sign over 10 loyal customers a month, at least. The month that I went diamond, I signed, I think it was 28 loyal customers. And the month that I went double diamond, I signed 35 loyal customers. And even the months after that, I went back to enrolling like 7, 10, 12 loyal customers. But the months that I promoted, I literally mass enrolled those months because I was so focused and I needed volume so bad. And I was, that close to my promotion that I was like, I'm going to sign 30 loyal customers if that's what it takes to get me to double diamond. I don't care. Like, I'm just going to figure out how to do it. Excuse me. So one of the things that we were talking about with Jade was this disconnect. And I feel like personally for me, and I'm sure maybe you feel this way about yourself, but I feel like there are some people on my team who they do posts, they follow, how they should post. They do life posts, they do product posts, they're a product of the product. They show up to Zooms, they're active in the chats, they go to events, like they're this star distributor, who's doing what they should be, but the enrollments aren't there. And maybe that's you. Maybe you're saying, you know what, I do everything that those pages say to do, and I'm still not enrolling, more than 2 loyal customers, more than 4 loyal customers. What's going on? And so here are some of the things, you guys, that I think collectively, Diamonds Above and Jade and some of my sideline sisters were talking about it, and we figured out that there isn't a sense of urgency. And I feel like that could be what you're missing in your messages, when you're talking to potentials. And so I know that, when I was going double and I did the 35 loyal customers a month, if someone said like, okay, well, can you check back with me? Instead of checking back with them in 4 days, I would check back with them in 4 hours. Like, and if someone was like, okay, well, I have to ask my husband, I'd literally give them like 45 minutes and then I'd text them again and be like, did you ask your husband? Like, I wasn't just being like, okay, you know what, they'll get back to me, or, oh, she'll ask her husband. And that's the urgency that I'm talking about. That is, the being on top of things, that I truly believe that's what you have to be able to do. And that's what you have to put into your enrolling to get the numbers up. And so that's something that, if someone tells me, and Laura taught us the tip about, saying like, okay, well, I only have 1 spot left, so I can get you signed up this minute. I know some of you guys have been adding that into your messaging. You've been adding in the, like, oh, I can do it on my website, or you can do it on yours, and I'll, or you can do it on mine and I'll walk you through it. I know that you guys have been implementing those techniques, and that's super, super important. But, that really is, you have to have this sense of urgency, okay? Because if you're talking to someone and you're just like, yeah, the hair and skin nails do this, and they're really great, and the person's like, okay, yeah, those sound good, and then you just kind of like leave them, you know what I mean? You're like, okay, well, I don't know how to respond. Or I feel like, and it's not being pushy, you guys. You're not being a car salesman. You're not sitting there like, in the parking lot hunting people to become loyal customers. But what you're doing is being, active and attentive to them, okay? If someone tells me, like, all right, well, I'm driving home, from whatever, I'm driving home from my son's soccer lesson, and then I have to make them dinner, I can talk to you about it later. Best bet that at 8:30 at night, I'm following up with her and being like, hey girl, are your kids down? Like, do you have a second to chat? Like, you have to stay on top of following up. And that's another part of what I think may be missing for you. If you feel like, you're only signing, 1 to 4 loyal customers a month, is that you're following up on Follow Up Friday, which is great. You know what I mean? Like, there are people that I only follow up with on Friday, but the people that are in my phone, the people that I'm texting, I'm following up with them all day long. Like, if I fell asleep last night, and someone didn't answer me back, I'm like, hey girl, happy Tuesday. Like, how are you doing? Do you have a second to chat? Like, or can I call you? You know what I mean? Like, I'm constantly continuing these conversations. I don't let these conversations just kind of sit in my inbox and be like, all right, well, yeah, I'll just like follow up her on Friday because I don't want to bug her. I'm like, no, I'm following up with her today. And that is the urgency in the follow-up is what is going to sign you more loyal customers. Because to be honest, I think that when you're urgent and when you you create this sense of like, oh my gosh, girl, like, yeah, I totally know you're so busy. Like, let me get you signed up. Like, here, I can send you, what you have to send me. Just type it out and then I'll get you all signed up, And so instead of being like, oh, okay, well, just text me when you get home from work. Without a doubt that they're not going to text you when they get home from work. They got other things going on. Their dog got out the door. They're running, chasing their dog down the street. Like, it is our job to follow up. So we need to be following up like we need to be following up. And I can tell you right now that has made the biggest difference in my business was getting these phone numbers. So I have them on text and it's way more personal. And so I don't feel bad texting someone like, happy Tuesday, girl. I know that, you are interested in the hair, skin, and nails, blah, blah, blah. Does that make sense? So, I have notes on what I wanted to say. Oh, another thing is that you don't give up so easily. Okay. I think that may be kind of brainstorming, but I think that may be a reason why you are not getting enough numbers. You feel like you're not, I'm not saying that you personally, whoever's listening, who's listening to this, but I'm saying that if you feel like, dang, I only got 3 phone numbers today when you wanted to get 8, chances are you probably could have gotten 8 phone numbers if you didn't give up so easily on some of the conversations you were having. And so something that I've started doing, a while back that really made a difference is when people tell me like, I'm not interested, I ask them why. If they're like, oh yeah, I'm not interested in that stuff, I say, oh, okay, like, do you mind telling me why? And they'll be like, oh, I don't believe that, the wraps can make you lose weight. Homegirl, wraps don't make you lose weight. Like, you know what I mean? And so I'm having more conversation. I'm educating these people. And in return, they're like, oh my gosh, I thought the wraps were totally something else. Yeah, I'm interested. Like, here's, sign me up on Friday, whatever it is. So that's another thing is that if someone tells me, like, I had a girl, the last hair, skin, and nails customer I signed this month. I remember because I was just telling one of my teammates about this. And she came to me. I came to her. I messaged her. I said, hey, girl, are you interested? Blah, blah, blah. And she sent me a message back. And she said, yeah, that sounds interesting, but I just don't have time right now. I'm like, or I don't have time right now. I'm all set. And instead of just leaving it and ignoring it, I literally asked her. I was like, girl, this doesn't take any extra time. And she was like, what do you mean? And I said, do you brush your teeth? And she said, yeah. And I said, then you have time to take our hair, skin, and nails. Let me give you some more information. And she was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, you have to understand, you guys, that many of these people have never been cold messaged before. Many of these people don't understand how our business works. Many of these people have no clue, how to even respond to us. And we kind of have to give them the benefit of the doubt that, like, if they say like, oh, can you be a product model? Well, maybe they think that you mean they have to drive into town once a week to take professional like pictures. Like they don't know. So if they say no, thank you. And you're just like, okay, never mind, without asking them like, hey girl, why wouldn't you be interested? The one thing about that is though, you guys, you cannot get aggravated, with people's answers because people are going to be like, I don't want them. Like they're going to get like, if you push a little bit and someone is having a bad day or someone, maybe got, screwed over by another network marketing company, or sometimes when you push people, it does make them kind of snap back. But for me, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, block and delete and move on. So that's the other thing that you have to realize is that you don't want to give up so easily on these customers. You don't want to give up so easily on these conversations because the truth of the matter is many of them have no clue what they're talking about, have no clue about our company, and just got a random message from an Instagram friend who they don't really know. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like they don't really know you, and so they got a message that they don't even understand. They don't know how direct sales work. They don't know how the wraps work. They don't know what hair, skin, and nail is. They don't even know anything. They just got a random message. So if they're like, oh yeah, like I'm good, I'm all set, ask them why. Because if they're uneducated or they think they know about the wraps when really they have no clue what they're talking about and you can educate them. Worst case scenario, you educate someone. Best case scenario, you educate someone and they become your loyal customer. Like that's our job. So, and the one other thing, you guys, for those of you that haven't caught this whole thing, do me a favor and go back and watch the beginning of this because I think this is all really good. But being personal does not mean that you need to be someone's like best friend who knows their life story, who like you guys talk 24/7. Okay. And so that's another thing that I'm seeing with some of my downlines, some of my team, is that when I'm having them screenshot conversations, or I'm having them screenshot, the messages between them and a potential loyal customer, just so I can see, like, okay, well, how is she talking to them? Okay, like, well, maybe maybe I could change this response and this will help her more. I'm trying to be a good leader. I'm trying to help my team have better conversations, because I know that having better conversations with urgency and without giving up, and, with making the follow-up, it's working for me. I'm signing, 10 plus loyal customers a month. And so what I'm doing is working. And I want to show my team that. I want my team to take what I'm doing and implement that into their own business. So you guys have to understand that when you've heard on a training or Zooms, I'm sure you guys have all heard 10 million times, you have to be personal. You have to be personal. We hear that all the time. It's drilled into us. We are not some, sales, car sales robots. We're not, okay? I feel like I've said this whole entire Zoom without breathing. I'm so fired up. This keto coffee I'm like, I have these points in my mind, and I'm just like, all right, hold on. Let me take a sip of my coffee. It's funny. So when we say, like, okay, let's be more personal, that doesn't mean that you need to know someone's life story to sign them up as a customer, okay? And I'll be honest with you guys, at first, I was a little uncomfortable doing this because I was going about it the wrong way. I was literally just hunting for loyal customers. I was like, I need all this volume. Like, I don't care. Like, I just need them to sign up. Like, I don't care if I sign them up for fat fighters. Like, I just need loyal customers. That's wrong. Okay, you're not out there hunting for loyal customers. You're not out there, like scouring on Instagram. Is that even the right word? I don't know. This keto coffee, you guys. I don't want you to be out there on Instagram messaging people like a crazy person and like forcing them into buying things and like blowing up their phones ridiculously, and when all you care about is getting a customer. Okay, there's a way to be attentive and personal without needing to waste time learning these people's life stories. And so I still make sure that I get the right product for them. I still make sure that I know their health goals. I still make sure that I know, what they have to tell me in the conversation. But most of my conversations have been like, this is what hair, skin, and nails does. This is a before and after picture. They say, oh, great. Then I say, this is how much it costs. Can I get you signed up right now? They say yes, and I get them signed up. I don't know what color car they drive. I don't know what they do for work. I don't know what their favorite color is. I don't know how many kids they have. All I know is that they just signed up to be a customer, and now we have a customer, business owner relationship, okay? We have a relationship, which is they buy products from me, and as a business owner, I'm going to make sure that, I'm checking in with them to make sure they like their products. I don't need to know how many kids you have. I don't need your life story. I don't need to know what you're doing on Thursday night. I just need to know, do you want our hair, skin, and nails or not? Because if not, I'm going to go find someone else that does, We have a high demand for our products, you guys. Our products are our company is just getting started, okay? There are so many people who I talk to all the time that have no clue what the wraps are, have no clue what It Works is. I'm going to go find more people if you want to, if you're not interested, if you're not interested in hair, skin, and nails, I'm going to go find people that are interested in hair, skin, and nails. I'm not going to waste my days sitting around, BSing with you over your car breaking down or your baby daddy doing that. I don't have time for that. I'm a business owner. There's no way in heck that when I'm Ambassador Diamond 5 years from now that I'm going to be able to be best friends with all of my loyal customers. I'm going to have so many loyal customers that how am I going to keep up with all of them? How am I going to, you know what I mean? How am I going to be best friends with all my loyal customers when I've been in this business for 10 years? I'm not here to be your best friend. I'm here to offer you a product. And so the way that I'm personal is in how I talk to them, okay? The other day, I forget what I was doing. I think I was in Florida, we were out to dinner or something, and I got a message, and I replied back, and autocorrect typed out her name wrong, and I was like, oh my gosh, autocorrect's always making me look like a jerk or something like that. And she was like, ha ha ha, that's so funny. You know what I mean? I'm personal in my conversations because I talk to them like they're my best friend, because I talk to them like they're my person. But I don't sit around asking them, 37 details about what they're doing this week, because to be honest, I don't care. I just want to know, and some of you guys may listen to me right now and be like, wow, that's so rude. Like, wow, Allie. But you know what? It's not rude when you go about it the right way. It's not rude when you are a business professional who has a product and you're trying to get it in people's hands. That is our main goal here, you guys, is we have a product and we're trying to get it in people's hands. We have a business and we want to help people get started on it, okay? So if that's you, if you feel like, you know, you'll waste a couple days just having conversations back and forth with potential loyal customers and they're like, oh, my credit card got stolen and, you know, like, you just don't have to. I don't want you guys to waste time. I don't want you guys to waste time with people who may not sign up for the next 8 months. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel, is that, like, when people leave me on red or I follow up and they don't answer, okay, well, I'm just going to keep following up with them, but it's not like I wasted 2 months of my life trying to, like, beg them to sign up with me. I literally just said, this is what our hair, skin, and nails do. Are you interested? They said yes. Okay, well, you'll always be interested. So even if you sign up tomorrow, if you sign up 2 years from now, I'm still going to be here. I just made my relationship as a business, you know, potential loyal customer. Wow, I feel like I did a lot of talking on this, you guys. So yeah, that's just kind of when I was looking through the polls and seeing that there are so many, you know, in this group that, you know, are in that 1 to 4 loyal customer a month mark. And I know that maybe you guys are frustrated with your own sales because obviously you want to be enrolling more loyal customers. And maybe you're sitting there today going, I don't get it. I don't understand why I'm not enrolling loyal customers. I'm sending out messages. You know, I'm following, I'm posting, I'm doing everything. I'm showing up to events. I'm getting on Zooms. I'm at every power hour. Like, what is going on? Why am I not enrolling loyal customers? And the truth of the matter is because I think that what you need to do is create more urgency in your messages and make this seem like, oh my gosh, I have a product that you would die to have your hands on. Do you want it or not? You know, like, you don't need to know their life story. You don't need to, you know, and don't give up on them so easily. Stop giving up on people who say no. Well, ask them why they're saying no. And when you have some people that are, you know, cranky old people, and they, not old, but you get what I'm saying, like, just cranky. You guys, I'm just laughing at myself because I can't see any comments. I can't see any hearts. And, like, I'm just like, I feel like my mouth is going so fast right now. I feel like I'm talking so fast. So I'm sorry if anybody has to watch this a couple times to fully understand. But, yeah. So if you have any questions, I'll go through the comments and look, and answer them if I can. And that's kind of the whole moral of the story is I see some of you who, you know, I'm sure are frustrated because you're stuck in this, I'm signing 1 to 4 loyal customers a month. How am I ever going to go, you know, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond if I'm just signing 4 loyal customers? You know what I mean? Like, let's forget about distributors for a minute, but how are you ever going to, you know, if you sign three distributors and each distributor needs about 4 loyal customers to get them fast start qualified, you know what I mean? Like, even if you sign 3 loyal customers, that means that you should be signing 12 if you sign 3 distributors, that means you should be signing 12 loyal customers to go along with those 3 distributors. Does that make sense? You get what I'm saying? Like, for every distributor, that's how I've always thought about it. For every distributor I enroll, I need to go enroll 4 loyal customers. So that's what you guys have to remember is that if you want for Diamond, and I think there's so many of you guys in this chat, in this group that, you know, are worthy of Diamond. I truly believe that anybody in the world could be a Diamond. After going Diamond myself, I truly believe that you don't have to have certain color hair. Your Facebook doesn't have to look a certain type of way. I believe that if you message enough people, that's all you need to go Diamond. And I think that a lot of leaders would agree with me. The Facebook and the Instagram and all of that help you guys. But, you know, if you're saying the right things to the right people, you will go Diamond. You just have to make sure that, you know, you're constantly asking for help, asking for critique. Go to your upline and say, hey, what do you think about this? You know, how could I change my follow-ups? Am I doing something wrong? Do you think that I could create more urgency? What's a better way to get this person on the phone? Like, as long as you guys are always asking for critiques and listening to the trainings that have been done lately, guys, I'm just telling y'all right now, I've heard some amazing trainings lately, you know, from leaders, and even on Legendary Diamonds page, even if they weren't on this page, you know, I've heard some amazing amazing like training Facebook Lives done lately. And if you guys are taking what they're teaching and implementing into your business, you will start to see that number go up. It's when you listen to this live and you listen to me go on for 20 minutes about, signing more than 10 loyal customers, and you listen to it and you're like, yeah, that's great, Allie. And then you don't apply it to your business, because then there's nothing we can do for you. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for letting me just like ramble on for a minute. I'm super fired up, and there's like a lot that I wanted to say. So I love you guys. Bye.